Okay, I'm going to assume that this thing's recording. Hi everyone, my name's Gary. I'm a student over here at UCLA, and I'm also a researcher in the Global Financial Data Project. I wanted to create a series of YouTube videos that can walk through people through my code, my reasoning behind it, and just my what I've done in regards to R. A couple of you are relatively new to R, so I hope that this video offers some value to you and helps be a great tutorial and walkthrough and helps fasten the pace and R curve learning. So in this video tutorial, this lesson will particularly focus on importing data and packages in R that I use for the program and for writing the code, and just getting you familiar with the IDE, interactive development environment of R. So if you have not already, please open up RStudio. You can do this by clicking on the icon. When you do open it up, I want you to go to File, New File, RScript. So you just open up a new script that you can type whatever. This is your workspace. You think of it as a Microsoft Word version of all your code. And this is the script that you want to write. And then you execute it at the bottom. So for example, sum of 2 plus 2, click Command Enter, and it runs it at the bottom. The bottom here is the R official program. Before you installed RStudio, you should have installed R, which is the straight up language. RStudio just puts it in a really nice format. So you have the actual program at the bottom, then you have like this Microsoft Word space where you can type whatever. Then over here you have your environment, which stores all your objects. So if I want to store a gets sign, and it stores it as 4. This is a great place to show like what is currently in your environment and what objects you currently have, because throughout the entire video we're going to be making multiple data frames, and we're going to be twisting and, well, I wouldn't say twisting, but you're going to be altering data a little, and you always want to know what you have. Furthermore, you could write something here, but then when you're running your entire code in the workspace, it might not be here. So it's just a really nice visualization to have. Along with that, you have this little component over here. It talks about the files, the plots. Well, you won't have this, but if you do have a plot, it'll show up in this. The packages that you download, help, and viewer. If you ever need help finding something, if you type in the command help, and let's say sum, it returns a little description about how you can use the syntax, the arguments you put in, and some details of the function. And then towards the bottom you have some examples. It's really nifty. Excuse me. I'm a little sick, so you're going to see me coughing, well, quite a lot actually, in these videos. Please do forgive me. I'm trying to get better as much as I can, but just bear with it, and I apologize for that. So, all right, let me just walk you through this. Coding walkthrough. Hi everyone, this is a much cleaner version of what I've done. Please feel free to recycle some of the code, tools, packages, and whatnot for analysis. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at 213-321-9418 or gary.vartanian@gmail.com. I'll upload all these videos to my YouTube channel. You could always make a YouTube comment below. For the most part, this is my first time really posting YouTube videos, but I'll try to respond as quick as possible because I do get an email each time someone comments. So please don't spam my comments, but I'll help you the best I can. So the first thing we're going to do is to load up some of the packages. Think of packages as open source add-ons for R. Someone wrote these packages to do functions and released it for others to build upon. You only need to install a package once. When you install a package, it'll show up on your package environment. And then to load it up, you can either use the require or the library function, or you can just manually click it up. See, like I just turned on the library function by clicking it. I could also turn it off, but you almost never want to turn off packages. So like instead of going around and clicking like I want this, I want this, I want this, you just type it out like I've done here. So first things first, the way that you install a package is by typing in install.packages package name. So if I want to install.packages, see it already comes up. And then TTR, which is actually a really cool package. In this case, it'll do like this, saying that it's loading. I thought I had TTR. And boom, you have the package. Scroll down. TTR. Technical trading rules. And then so I can click on that, or I can do library TTR. Check. So what I did was I wrote the commands for all the packages that you need, so you don't have to like manually go and type it, because I think that's a waste. So what you can do, you can Command Shift C, which uncomments a block of code, and you can just Command Enter to run it all. Well, the reason why this is happening is because I already have the packages installed. But for you guys, oh god. Cancel. No. Okay. But okay, I think we're done. So yeah, if you guys do that and you install a package, you'll have something like this show up just to show that, okay, you have downloaded the package. And once you download the package, you can throw away this code. This just gets it on your computer. And so you want to ideally do the same command, Shift C, uncomment it, and Command Enter, which means run it at the bottom, or you can manually copy and paste and click Enter to run it. If you cannot uncomment it, you can just go and delete that line and just run it. And again, same, if you can just do it for this, you'd have all the packages. And I apologize so much for giving you so many packages, but R is just really neat, and these packages do save your life. Or well, not save your life, but they decrease the amount of work that you have to do a lot. And for some of these, I wrote what primary use that I use these for. If you really want to know more about the packages, you can go on Google. You can library car, and it'll give you the PDF of it explaining what functions are built into the library car. So you can scroll down and you can see all these different functions. So the main one that I used it for was variance inflation factor, which we'll actually get to in a moment. Variance inflation factors, and it shows you how you can use it. And a little description of it. And now to activate all those packages, you do all this. Command Enter, runs everything, turns it on, make sure it has a check mark. And again, you can toss all this out. You just need to install packages once, but every time you start R, you have to like let R know to activate those packages, and you can do so through these. So whenever you're starting a new R, you gotta have the library commands, but you don't need to install .packages. Okay. Now for the directory time. So if you want to import a data set into R, there is this really nifty button called Import Dataset. This wasn't there in previous versions of RStudio, but in the latest one, it's there. So you click the file that you want, whether it's a CSV, Excel, SPSS, SAS, or STATA file. from CSV, browse, and say I want this website.csv. Okay, cool. Okay, so you can click import and it'll automatically run it. Why is this not running? Okay, well, somehow I corrupted this file. So let's pick another file from CSV, browse, okay, Gary, or sorry, desktop, Global Financial Data Project. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, this. Okay, so see how it already has like everything? It should kind of look like Excel. So this shows the directory of the file. That means the pathway that R has to take to reach the CSV file or whatever file you want to import. And over here, there's a code preview. So if you want to run it, oh, I know what's wrong. When I reinstalled readr, when I was showing you guys earlier, some funky stuff happened. But okay, it shouldn't happen to you guys. I'll make note of it and fix it later. Sorry guys. Text editor. But yeah, like if you guys press a button, you shouldn't be getting at least this error. You should be getting a warning though. And we'll dive into that. Fix problem. But I note that I misspelled a lot of things. Okay, so the reason why I really prefer if you guys use this button. So website, yeah, it's fine. The main reason why I like this is because it shows you the pathway. So if I want the website pathway, I can click on this, copy, paste it here. But since this is a CSV file, I want to change this into read.csv. And we're going to store that as df2. See, df2 is here. We can open it up. Everything looks cool. And if I want to remove it, move df2. Sorry. If you want to change the pathway that it's currently on, you can check by get working directory. So I tell my R to go to users, Garo, which is my Armenian name, and then from Garo go to desktop, and then from desktop go to Global Financial Data Project, which is a folder neatly right there. If you want to change it, you can do set working directory, and then like copy. Say if I just want to keep it on desktop, I can do this. So now like I can import anything that's on my desktop. So I'm trying to find like a good really isn't anything like a CSV file to import, but if let me go to Global Financial Data Project. Let me duplicate this. Let me put AAA. Remember, so we set the working directory to desktop. Now, because the directory is already set up, I don't need to put anything in front of it. So I could just R to get it to read.csv, the name of the file, AAA.csv, and it already knows which working, like the pathway to go through to get this. And I can, sorry about that, I don't know how to turn off my iMessages, but just ignore that. So I'm going to store everything on the CSV file as an object called df1. Enter, because the packet, because the CSV file is really big, it takes some time, but you can click on it, view, and it's all there. Cool. I'm going to remove it, df1. I'm going to set my working directory back. Global Financial Data Project. And in that folder, I have the CSV called clean.csv, which is what I did to the original data set to make it nicer. And then importing it in. So looking at this, you see a couple things that should probably go out, like this X. If you want to delete something, you can say in the data frame, $X, which is in the X column, to like null it. In which case, your view over here automatically changes to reflect that. Okay. And I think that's it for now. This is just a quick 10-minute video. Let me turn this